blessings to everybody, to anybody who will watch this video at some point if I decide to post it. It is 6:03 in the morning and I'm going to do a prayer meditation. And I just had a brainwave. I don't know where my ideas come from, but I just had a brainwave that told me to put some of these things that have symbolism on my table and pray with these things on my table. So let me show you some of the things that I have. I have two, I don't know what you call these things. Two ornaments or whatever, two representations of the divine feminine, and the divine feminine birthing the new earth, because that's the concept that I believe in, that's the future that I believe in, birthing a new earth and where we are more healed, and a more healed, more loving, more compassionate, more empathetic, less egoic, vain, less greedy, corrupt, heartless, unkind people, but more kind people, loving people, peaceful people, a healed future and a healed generation where people are more in balance and in harmony with who they are, with the planet, with nature, with each other, with humanity, with the animals, with the plants of the earth, with all the creatures. We are more in harmony and in balance, and we as human beings start to take up the mantle as caretakers of the planet and the earth and each other. And I have a vision, a new earth vision, where we are free, we are kind, we are loving, we are full of light, and we walk in the light, and we walk in peace, and we walk in something beautiful. So in the middle here, I brought this is my sunflower card that I got for my birthday one time, and I put this as symbolism of a whole lot of things. Sunflower is my favorite flower. It is also what I believe to be my spirit flower, if that's a thing, but it's my spirit flower, is what I connect to. I call myself a sunflower. I am a sunflower. I stand and I face the sun, meaning I stand and I face the light. I feel the warmth on my body, and I absorb the warmth of the sunlight and the energy of the revitalizing sunlight. I stand tall and strong above all the others, and I don't mean that in a vain kind of way. I provide and I nourish. I use my time of life, the amount of time that I get to live, I use it to nourish and to my purpose being to provide so many things, more than one thing, to other living creatures, to be a provider and a helper. And these are the pyramids I'm collecting. I've started to collect them, and I have 4, and this is my recent one, and it has inside of it, if you can see, it has the yin and yang sign in the middle. It's very beautiful. I will probably study more all the little parts that make up this pyramid, but for me, let's just talk about the symbolism. And this to me represents balance. I see balance. When I look at this, I see balance, bringing the world back into balance. For me, this symbolizes abundance and thriving, and the opposite of lack, a life of abundance and thriving. This is a representation of life, the tree of life, nature, grounding myself and rooting myself in as a part of this planet, as a part of this life that is, and this cycle of life. And this is my season, so this is the tree of life. And this here just represents to me, every time I look at it, I just can't say the words. This represents to me just the purest form of being alive. This is wordless for me. This represents everything, to be honest. This was my first one. This is my first one that I got. And it just means everything. It just means purity. It means life in its purest form. This is the second one I got. The tree of life. This is the third one. And this is the fourth one I got. And I can't wait to build my collection because there's so many of them. They're beautiful. And this here, my last piece of symbolism that I put here, I put Pete Buttigieg plush. Pete Buttigieg plush. You call it a plush? Pete Buttigieg is the first politician that I paid close attention to. I got to know very well. I supported. I always support. And, I always pay attention to, and I always listen to. I love his eloquence. I love his intelligence. But I also love that he's a millennial. So he represents the future leadership of the world to me. He's a millennial such as myself, and we are the future. Or maybe we are the present. We are almost getting ready to step into the role as the elders and the caretakers, the fighters for our planet and our home and our future and our children's future. We are next in line, I believe, to be the elders, our generation. And we are fighting for the planet that we want to become caretakers of and leaders, of, the future that we want. And Pete Buttigieg represents to me intelligence and ideas and eloquence and empathy and kindness and love and focus and, so many qualities that just represent the vision for the future, the leaders of the future, the millennial. He's a good representation for the millennial generation of leadership. And when he was campaigning, he used to campaign on freedom, security, democracy. And those are the things that I also believe in. Freedom, security, and democracy. That is the responsibility of the politician, the politics, the leaders. And so I'm gonna go and do a meditation and a prayer. But I just wanted to share that with you because I don't know where the idea came from, but I decided to grab these things and put them on my desk, representing the future, representing the new earth, birthing the new earth, representing balance and abundance and life and purity, life in its purest form, everything, the divine, everything. So thank you for watching. I just wanted to share that with you. I don't know when I'm going to post this, but I'm recording on March 5th, 2024, and it's a little after 6. And once again, thank you for watching. And be sure to like and subscribe and comment. Help me out. Help me grow this account. Help me grow this channel. And come along with me on my journey of growth as I understand how the world works. I pay attention to politics. I pay attention to spirituality. I pay attention to my personal growth and my life lessons and my observations of the world. And I share what I learn. I share what I discover. I share what I try. I share my ideas because that's what I love to do. And that's one of the things that I feel is my purpose in this season. So peace and blessings and much love. Have a wonderful day and be blessed, and know that you're stronger than you think, and keep the faith and hold the light, and be the light. Thank you for watching. Hello and many blessings to you. Thank you for clicking on this video. I'm Letitia. I am a 42-year-old millennial, mom of 5 children. I'm a home managing, homeschooling mom, immigrant living in the US. I am an INFJ empath. I am an energy reader, a lightworker, a messenger of truth and love and light, and many, many, many things. Poet, many, many things. And this morning, I'm recording, and I'm whispering because everybody's sleeping, so I hope the sound will be okay. I'm recording at 5:32 a.m. on March 6, 2025. And this video is a part of my March diaries. This is me sharing my thoughts, my feelings, my observations, my discoveries, sharing my spiritual uploads, I like to call them, something that is coming from my heart and coming out of my mouth, and my mental downloads coming from my mind and coming out of my mouth. My third eye perspective, my intuition, my intuitive insights. I see the world in a very different kind of way, and that is why I've developed this platform. I started this platform called Letitia Learns Life, because we are living through historic times. We are in a war. We have been in a war for many, many, many years, but now we are at the culmination of it. We're coming to the end of this war. We're coming to the deciding factor of this war. We're coming to the point where we're going to find out at some point, I don't know when, but some point soon, who won this war. Who won this war, light or darkness? So what is happening is that this is a war with darkness versus light. And darkness, and by my definition, is low vibrational people. It is our low vibrational energy. It is the worst elements of humanity: our greed, corruption, our ego, our narcissism, our dishonesty, cruelty, genocide, slavery, like the worst elements of mankind, like not caring about the planet at all, hurting the planet, hurting each other, hurting the people. It all comes from a dark, negative, human suffering, wicked place. That is what I consider darkness to be. And I consider the human beings that are choosing the side of darkness, that work in the side of darkness, that are their choices and the actions that they take and the words that they say are used to hurt people, and they're following a leader and following the leaders of this world, and cheering on the leaders of this world that say things to hurt people and create policies to hurt people and create policies that destroy and dismantle and do damage, to people and people's lives, and destroy people's lives and tear families apart and hurt people, and actually create an environment of death, in one way or the next, create an environment of death where people will die and suffer at the hands of their choices. That to me is what I consider darkness. And as far as I'm concerned, darkness is trying to take over everything. The the war has been started by darkness, and it is a war where darkness, it is darkness versus light, and the light, as far as I'm concerned, is the light workers. It comes out of a place of love and truth and joy and peace and high vibe energy. Now, my platform, Letitia Learns Life, it is me with my magnifying glass taking and I'm looking at my inner self. I'm starting with my inner self, my inner self, and I am working through my shadows, whatever those are. I am working through my fears. I'm working through my triggers. I'm working through my feelings and the heaviness and the challenge of what is happening in my world, what is happening around me, what is happening in my life, what I'm feeling as an INFJ empath. I absorb the energy, so I'm very, very careful and very intentional with where I focus my mind and my energy, and for most of the days is very good, but there's some days that you cannot help to be aware. Your awareness is so in your face that you feel it. So today is one of those days. This morning is one of those days, and that is why, even though my family is sleeping, so I have to whisper, and even though I have videos to edit, and even though I have other things to do, I felt called to make a video this morning. And I don't know when it's going to be posted. I don't know what it's going to be called. I wrote down INFJ Thoughts, so I believe that's what this video is going to be called. March 6, 2025, March Diaries, INFJ Thoughts. And I'm just going to basically share my thoughts a little bit this morning. The first thing that I saw when I opened my phone today was a headline, a ground news headline, because I have the ground news app on my phone. I use the ground news app, and I haven't really went on the app per se, so all I've been getting is those headlines, and a lot of the headlines that have been coming from ground news have been focused on Trump or focused on the low vibrational news, really, which is the more prevalent, the loudest news, focus on the bad stuff. Like yesterday, the ground news, or yesterday or the day before, because time's a blur, the ground news headline that popped up on one of the notifications that popped up was the Supreme Court. No, actually, I think this was a CNN notification. It said the Supreme Court allows sewage to be dumped in San Francisco waters, something like that. This is the CNN. I typed it in. The CNN headline is: the Supreme Court lets San Francisco discharge more raw sewage into Pacific Ocean. And I was like, what the these people have shown us who they are. So we should just not be surprised. They are a part of the darkness, the army of darkness that aims to destroy the people and the planet. It reminds me of the Bible verse: our battle is not with flesh and blood. Our battle is not against flesh and blood. At this point, I just think that these are people who work for the dark side. They have chosen the dark side. These are the fake believers that the Bible warned people about. The pretenders, the people that pretend to be of God or to be of some sort of religious superiority, but they're the worst people, the most evil people. It shouldn't surprise anybody that the Supreme Court always, almost 95% of the time, choose the darkest decisions that will have repercussions to the people on the planet. We are in a war. We are in a war. We've been in a war for a long time. And I have been calling myself a warrior of truth, love, and light before I started calling myself a light worker. I was calling myself a warrior of truth, love, and light. I am not a fighter by no stretch of the imagination. I am not a fighter. I am a lover. I am a light being. And this energy that we are in is taking a toll on me as a light being. And I have to get up every day and fight for my life as though I'm in a war, because I'm in a war. It's a spiritual battle. It's a physical and spiritual battle, mostly a spiritual battle, to be honest. We are fighting against destroyers, against the axis of evil, however people want to call it, the destroyers of the people and the planet. And all of us have to wake up, and all of us have to step up, and all of us have to fight in the ways that we feel called to do. And one of the first things we need to do is not be afraid. We have to. This is why I go from the micro to the macro, because I know that if I cannot figure out how to breathe, how the hell can I fight? If I can't even breathe, how can I fight? If I can't even function, how could I fight? So I have to figure out my triggers. I have to create tools to manage my triggers. I have to create tools to manage the density in my body and the energy that I observe. I have to learn how to transmute dark energy into light energy, how to use righteous anger, how to use whatever they try to throw at me, take it and use it as my tool of victory, as my weapons in the war. Take whatever they throw at me, use it as motivation and as strength to keep going. Because we can't let these people win. We can't let this side win. We have to restore balance and harmony to the planet and the people, and we have to heal. The people have to heal and the world has to heal, but these people have to be destroyed, and the only way that this darkness is destroyed is by it being revealed to us. And someday we will realize that what was meant for bad, meaning Donald Trump, would actually have been used for good. It was allowed for good. It was allowed so we can move where we're supposed to go, and we can see what we're supposed to see, and the truth be revealed, and the people wake up. So the headline that I saw today, the Ground News headline I saw today, says, Trump to order U.S. Education Department abolished Report. I didn't click on it. I didn't read the article. I just got the headlines. And if there's anybody silly enough to ask, would he actually do that? I remember in his first presidency when I wondered, would this man be so cruel as to shut down the DACA, to end DACA, even though so many people are dependent on it, so many people are relying on it, it will destroy so many lives? The answer was yes. The answer was yes. Will he take away things that destroy and that could kill people, even no matter how hard people beg and try to say, no, this will hurt us, don't do it? Will he? Yes. He did it in the first term, and he will do it in the second term. And this time, he has an army of loyalists and an axis of evil and low vibrational people behind him. Now, my question is, where are the people who still remain in the government, the ones that haven't been purged yet, who still remain in the government? Where are the people? Where are the good guys? And what are they doing? That is my question. And we will find that out soon enough. We will find that out soon enough. But for right now, we all have to do our part. We all have to be warriors of truth, love, and light. We all have to step up and do our part. And I created a video. I did a video called Revolution Will Be Televised, and it was a March 3rd recording. My first video for my March diaries, and it did so well. It compared to the rest of my videos on this channel, that video alone, I believe, was the reason that I gained 9 new followers in one day. I'm grateful for that. So thank you if you're one of my new followers, and thank you for clicking on this video. That gained 9 new followers in one day yesterday. Yesterday was a good day for me. And 343 since I last looked at it. It's probably way more now. Views compared to some of my videos that got like 12 views, you know. And the revolution will be televised because each one of us will use our phone for good. We will use our platforms, however small they are, for good. But we won't only talk online to the echo chambers and all that. We will also talk to our people in real life, and we will ask them to wake up and pay attention and to understand what is going on, and understand that we are in a war whether we want to be or not. And if darkness wins, it takes over everything and destroys everything and ends everything. If light wins, it restores balance to the planet. You know, it restores balance and healing and love to the planet. It puts better people in leadership, and it restores us to our, it will help us to remember who we are and restore us to our healing, empowered selves, our healed, empowered selves. And we will step into the light, and we will perform our roles as new earth leaders and healers and teachers and messengers and artists and oracles and everything, whatever we are meant to be. It will restore balance. So I'm just going to say this. Do not be afraid. Be courageous and be strong and courageous, and do not be afraid. Realize what we are fighting against. It is not flesh and blood. It is darkness. It's a dark energy. And they cannot win, because if they win, they will destroy and end everything. That is the goal. The goal is to destroy. Don't ask questions. Don't wonder why they do what they do. It's not about money. It is not about power. It is about death and destruction and ending everything that is ending life. That is what it's about. It's about ending life. And we, the human beings, we are the protectors of planet Earth and each other. We are the providers. We are our own guides. We are our own strength. We are courage. We are strong. And remember to breathe. And remember to pray in whichever way you pray, to whoever you pray to. Remember to set your mind on the future that you want. Set your mind on the change that you want to be and that you want to see in this world. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Thanks for watching this video. It's one of my shorter ones. Peace and blessings.